Hello, friends. Welcome back to Talk Ima, your cozy place where you can learn easy English through real-life conversations and also improve your life step by step.
Yes, and we are very happy you are here with us today. If you enjoy learning English in a simple and friendly way, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Today, we want to start with a small and fun question. Please be honest when you think about your answer.
Imagine this situation. Tomorrow morning, you wake up and suddenly you become very good at one new skill. You did not practice, you did not struggle, and you did not feel any stress. You just open your eyes and boom, you have that skill.
Sounds exciting, right? But there is a small rule. You cannot choose confidence, you cannot choose money, and you cannot choose everything. You must pick only one skill.
I know many people are already thinking, oh no, those were the things I wanted to choose.
Exactly, but that is the challenge. So, Jack, what skill would you choose if you could learn one skill instantly?
I think I would choose public speaking. I want to speak clearly and smoothly without my brain suddenly stopping like a computer with a loading circle.
Oh, yes, that moment when your brain feels like it is buffering. You want to talk, but inside your mind it feels like loading, error.
Now it is your turn, everyone who is listening. If you could wake up tomorrow with one new skill, what would you choose? Think about it for a moment.
Something interesting happens when you think about this question. Your answer shows what you truly want in life, but it can also show what you are afraid of.
And many people listening right now might be thinking something like this. I do not have only one interest, I have many.
Maybe you want to learn design, coding, marketing, and also start a business.
Maybe you also want to start a YouTube channel, learn a new language, get fit, read more books, and become a calm person who meditates every morning at sunrise.
Yes, and of course you imagine yourself drinking a perfect healthy smoothie while doing all those things.
But then you look at your real life and suddenly you feel confused. You ask yourself, why do I feel stuck even though I am interested in so many things?
This feeling is very common today, especially because technology and AI are changing work very quickly.
People are not only asking, how can I learn English? Now they're asking bigger questions like, what should I become? What should I learn? What skills will still be useful in 2 years?
When you have many interests and many ideas, you might feel something called uncertainty.
Uncertainty means you are not sure about what will happen next. It feels like you're walking on a road covered with fog and you cannot see clearly where it goes.
Today's episode is especially for people like that.
For people who are curious, intelligent, motivated, but also feel like they have too many tabs open in their brain.
Yes, just like when you open many tabs on your computer and suddenly one of them starts playing music, but you cannot find which one it is.
So finally, you just accept the chaos and continue working.
In this episode, we will talk about career strategy for people who have too many interests.
We will also explain an interesting idea called the M-shaped future. This idea says that the future will belong to people who can combine different skills in a smart way instead of choosing only one identity forever.
And don't worry, we'll keep it everything practical. We'll share real examples, real decisions, and useful English you can actually use in daily life.
Yes, this episode is around B2 to early C1 English level, which means the language will be a little richer and more natural.
But we will still speak clearly, repeat important ideas, and explain new words or phrases in simple English when they appear for the first time.
And if you are a strong B1 learner, do not leave this video. Stay with us. Some parts might feel a little challenging, but that is exactly how your English improves.
Maybe you are listening to us while driving, walking, cooking, working, or doing that thing where you stare at your laptop and pretend you're working.
Ah, yes, we call that corporate acting.
Hello, we see you.
Before we continue, we have a small request. If you enjoy learning English with us, please like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment.
Your support helps more English learners around the world find this podcast and learn with us.
And here is today's comment question. Please answer in only one sentence.
The question is, I have many interests, but my main focus right now is... For example, someone might say, I have many interests, but my main focus right now is improving my communication skills at work.
Another person might say, I have many interests, but my main focus right now is learning new skills so I can change my career.
The truth is, we really enjoy reading your comments.
Yes, we read them carefully, and your words often give courage to other learners who are also watching or listening.
Sometimes one simple comment can help another learner feel less alone.
And that's one reason why today's topic is so important.
Having many interests is not actually a problem.
The real problem appears when your interests start pulling you in 10 different directions at the same time.
And while you are trying to follow all of them, your life does not move forward in any clear direction.
So today we want to talk about that feeling and help make it easier to understand.
Let us begin with a simple picture you can imagine in your mind.
Imagine that you walk into a huge buffet restaurant.
Everywhere you look, there is delicious food.
You see pasta, sushi, salad, desserts, and many other tasty dishes.
You are not greedy, you are just excited because everything looks interesting.
But then a thought appears in your mind.
You start thinking, if I choose only one thing, I will miss all the other good food.
So you decide to take a little bit of everything.
You put some pasta on your plate.
Then you add one piece of sushi.
After that, you take a few fries.
And maybe you add one small leaf of salad just to make your plate look healthy.
Soon, your plate looks very strange and messy.
There's a little bit of everything, but nothing really fits together.
Then you sit down and start eating.
But something surprising happens.
You do not feel truly happy with your meal.
It's not because the food is bad.
The real reason is that your plate has no plan.
This is exactly how many people feel when they have too many interests.
All the options in life are good.
But there is no clear decision about which path to follow.
And when there is no clear decision, a heavy feeling slowly appears inside your mind.
It feels like fog in your brain.
That fog is called uncertainty.
Uncertainty means you are not sure about what direction your life should take.
Sadly, many people start blaming themselves when they feel this way.
They think something must be wrong with them.
But most of the time, nothing is wrong at all.
They are simply standing in the fog without a clear map.
And when your brain is in that fog, it starts doing something very tricky.
Your brain begins to call comfort progress.
That means you feel like you are moving forward even when you are not really practicing or improving.
For example, you watch many videos and tell yourself, I am learning.
You buy an online course and say, now I'm changing my life.
You open a new notebook and say, this is the beginning of my new chapter.
Sometimes you even choose a special pen for that new chapter.
But the truth is, you still haven't started real practice.
You are only preparing again and again.
Because you have many interests, you try to keep all of them alive at the same time.
That is when you start spreading yourself too thin.
The phrase, spread yourself too thin, means trying to do too many things at once.
When that happens, none of those things receives enough time or energy.
Everything gets a little attention, but nothing becomes strong.
Imagine you have 10 small plants in your room.
And you only have one tiny bottle of water.
You give 2 small drops of water to each plant.
Then you are surprised when your room doesn't turn into a beautiful green jungle.
Later, you might say, I am not consistent.
Or you might say, I am bad at finishing things.
But the real problem might not be you.
The real problem might be your plan.
That is why today we want to give you a simple map that can help calm your mind.
We are not trying to put you inside a strict box.
We just want to give you a little structure to think about your skills.
Many experts talk about 3 types of skill profiles.
These are called I-shaped, T-shaped, and M-shaped skills.
If you have never heard these ideas before, just imagine the letters as pictures of your abilities.
The first type is called I-shaped.
The letter I is just one straight vertical line.
That means a person goes very deep into one single skill.
For example, someone might focus only on being a back-end developer.
Another person might focus only on accounting.
Or someone might work only as a translator.
This kind of person is like a specialist doctor or surgeon.
They are extremely skilled in one very specific area.
People call them when they have that exact problem.
The second type is called T-shaped.
When you look at the letter T, you see one vertical line and one horizontal line.
The vertical line means you still have one deep main skill.
The horizontal line means you also understand other related areas.
For example, you might be a strong designer, but you also understand marketing and basic coding.
Because of that, you can talk and collaborate with different teams.
You still have depth, but you are not blind to the rest of the world.
Now, let's talk about the third type, which is M-shaped skills.
The letter M has several lines going down.
That means a person has more than one strong skill.
For example, someone might be very good at programming and also excellent at communication.
Another person might be strong in teaching, content creation, and using modern AI tools.
The important point is that these skills connect and support each other.
It is not about learning 10 random things without a clear connection.
Sometimes people use the word generalist to describe this idea.
A generalist is someone who knows about many different areas, not just one tiny specialty.
They may not be extremely deep in every skill, but they are also not beginners in those areas either.
Being a generalist can actually be very powerful.
A generalist can see the bigger picture.
They can connect ideas, people, and different fields together.
They can move easily between different topics and projects.
But there is one important challenge.
If you cannot clearly explain your value, people may only hear you say, "I like many things."
And that sentence does not sound like a clear career story.
Now there is another important character entering the conversation today.
That character is artificial intelligence, or AI.
These days, AI feels like the quiet person sitting in the corner of every meeting.
Even if nobody talks about it directly, everyone is thinking about it.
Many people feel worried when they see how fast AI is growing.
They ask questions like, will AI take my job?
Or they wonder, will my skills still be useful in the future?
Let's talk about something very important in today's world, and that is artificial intelligence, or AI.
Many people feel nervous when they hear about AI because it is becoming very powerful and very fast.
AI can write text, calculate numbers, summarize information, and complete many tasks in a very short time.
In many situations, AI can finish a task faster than a human.
But there is something very important that humans still do better than machines.
Humans are very good at connecting ideas and understanding the bigger picture.
Humans can decide what is truly important and what is not.
Humans also understand emotions, relationships, and how to communicate with other people in real life.
And when a complicated problem appears, humans can think creatively and find practical solutions.
That is why in this new world, the most valuable people are those who can adapt and combine different skills.
People who can learn new tools and adjust to new situations quickly will have an advantage.
This is where an important word appears, and that word is versatile.
When someone is versatile, it means they can do different kinds of tasks and adapt to new situations easily.
A versatile person is flexible and open to change.
They are not stuck doing only one very narrow type of work.
Many people who have many interests are naturally versatile.
They enjoy learning new tools and exploring new ideas.
They can move from one topic to another without feeling afraid.
They often notice patterns and connections between different areas.
But there is also a small danger in being versatile.
If your versatility has no structure, it can start to feel like noise.
Imagine listening to a music playlist that has jazz, heavy metal, children's songs, and meditation music all mixed together.
Your brain might become confused and ask, what is the mood of this playlist?
That is how life can feel when your interests are not organized.
Versatility is powerful only when it has some structure and direction.
So, if we ask a simple question, what is missing for many people with many interests?
The answer is often one solid base.
A strong main skill that becomes the foundation of everything else.
This is where another important word appears, and that word is specialize.
To specialize means to go deep into one skill and become very strong in that area.
You do not just know a little about it.
You understand it well enough that people can trust you and depend on your expertise.
Specializing is like having a home base.
You can travel, explore new topics, and try different ideas.
But you always know where your main home is.
Many people with many interests feel afraid of specializing.
They worry that if they choose one main skill, they will lose all their other interests.
But choosing one main skill does not destroy your other interests.
Instead, it organizes them in a smarter way.
You simply decide that one skill will be your main track for now.
And the other skills will support that main track.
Another interesting discussion is about balancing two different ideas.
One idea says you should put all your eggs in one basket.
The other idea says you should wear many hats.
These two ideas sound very different, but both contain some truth.
Let us start with the first idea, which is put all your eggs in one basket.
This expression means putting all your effort, time, and hope into one single thing.
The good side of this idea is focus.
When you focus deeply on one area, you can grow faster and become very skilled.
But there is also a risk. If the world changes or the industry changes, that single basket might become unstable.
Now, let's look at the second idea, which is wear many hats.
When someone wears many hats, it means they have many different roles or responsibilities.
For example, someone might be a teacher.
But that same person might also be a content creator.
They might help manage social media accounts.
And they might also organize events or workshops.
The good part of wearing many hats is flexibility. If one area becomes slow, you still have other skills you can use.
But there is also a possible problem. If your roles are random and disconnected, people may not understand who you really are.
Sometimes even you may struggle to explain your own professional identity.
So, which idea is correct?
The truth is that both ideas are partly correct.
The smartest approach is usually a balance between the two.
You can have one main basket,
And then you can have a few hats that support that basket.
in other words, you have one clear professional identity,
And around that identity, you build a small group of helpful skills.
you are not trying to be 10 different characters in one body.
Instead, you are one main character with different outfits for different situations.
This idea is especially important for people who are learning English.
Many English learners struggle not only with career decisions, but also with explaining their skills clearly.
People with many interests sometimes sound like they are apologizing when they talk about their experiences.
They might say something like, "My background is a little messy."
Or they might say, I tried many different things.
When they speak like this, their voice becomes smaller and less confident.
But in reality, their combination of skills might be very valuable.
They simply need to learn how to present those skills in a strong and positive way.
This is where another useful word appears, and that word is leverage.
To leverage something means to use what you already have as an advantage.
You take your experiences and turn them into strengths.
Instead of saying, "I did many random things," you can explain how your skills connect together.
For example, someone might say, "My skills combine teaching and content creation."
And they might explain that this combination helps learners understand difficult topics more easily.
Another example could be someone who started their career as a software developer. Later, they also learned design.
Now they can build products that are both functional and easy for users to understand.
When you explain your skills in this way, your story becomes clear and powerful. When you talk about your skills in a clear way, people start to notice something important.
They notice that you are not just listing random skills.
Instead, you are explaining how your skills work together and support each other.
This is very powerful, especially in situations like job interviews or professional profiles online.
For example, when you write about your experience on LinkedIn.
If someone can understand your value in 1 or 2 simple sentences, that is extremely powerful.
That is why learning these kinds of sentences can be an important goal for people learning English.
Instead of saying something unclear like, "I like many things,"
You can say something stronger and more professional.
you can explain how your combination of skills helps solve problems or create value.
Now, let us talk to another group of listeners.
These are people who feel that their current career direction does not feel right anymore.
Maybe they chose a path years ago.
But now they feel that something needs to change.
That is where an important idea appears, and that idea is called a career pivot.
A career pivot means making a planned and thoughtful change in your career direction.
It is not a sudden or random jump.
Instead, it's a smart and careful turn toward a new path.
Imagine that you are walking down a street.
After some time, you realize that this street is not the best direction for you.
Instead of disappearing and suddenly appearing somewhere else, you slowly turn and choose a new street.
That slow and thoughtful turn is called a pivot.
The next question is very important.
How can someone pivot their career without feeling panic or confusion?
The first step is to choose a theme instead of a job title.
A job title can sometimes limit your thinking.
But a theme describes the kind of problem you want to solve in the world.
For example, someone's theme might be helping small businesses grow using digital tools.
Another person's theme might be making complicated information easier for people to understand.
When you choose a theme, many different job opportunities can connect to it.
The second step is to build proof.
But you do not need huge proof in the beginning.
Even small proof is enough to start.
For example, you could complete one small project.
You could do one freelance task.
You might create one YouTube video explaining your idea.
Or you might write a case study showing how you solved a problem.
Each small action becomes evidence of your direction.
The third step is to talk about your new direction.
Tell people calmly and clearly where you are going.
You do not need to shout or make dramatic announcements.
Just explain your new direction with confidence.
That is how a career pivot really works.
You do not throw away your entire past experience.
Instead, you connect your past skills to a new future direction.
And the good news is that people with many interests often have many experiences they can connect together.
Sometimes all you need is a quiet evening
A notebook,
and some honest thinking about your skills and your goals.
but there is one more important word we must talk about.
This word is necessary if you truly want change in your life.
That word is commitment.
Commitment means choosing a direction and staying with it long enough to see real results.
Even when the process feels boring or slow,
People with many interests are usually very good at starting new things.
they start new courses.
They start new projects.
They start learning new ideas.
But successful careers are often built not by starting many things,
They are built by finishing important things.
and commitment is the quality that helps you finish what you start.
I remember a personal example from my own life.
One day, I decided that I would post new content every day for 30 days.
Around the 7th day, I felt tired and frustrated.
I even started to dislike the challenge I gave myself.
But when day 30 arrived, something had changed inside me.
My talent did not suddenly become amazing.
But my brain finally believed something important.
My brain believed that I was serious about this work.
That is the real power of commitment.
Commitment sends a message to your own mind.
It tells your mind that this is not just a temporary phase.
It is a real direction in your life.
Now, let's put everything we discussed into one simple system.
A system that you can write down and use in your own life.
The system is very simple.
One main track and two supporting peaks.
Your main track is your specialization.
It is the skill you choose to develop deeply.
For example, your main track might be English teaching.
Or it could be back-end software development.
It might be user experience design.
Or it could be data analysis.
Now we move to the first supporting peak.
This first peak is called a strength skill.
A strength skill increases the value of your main skill.
For example, strong communication skills,
Public speaking,
writing clearly,
design thinking.
sales or leadership abilities.
These skills strengthen your main skill and make it more powerful.
Now we look at the second supporting peak.
This second peak is called a bridge skill.
A bridge skill helps connect you with people and opportunities.
Examples include networking,
Building a portfolio of your work.
creating content online,
Giving presentations.
or learning how to use modern AI tools effectively.
When you organize your interests this way, everything becomes clearer.
Instead of having 10 random interests,
You now have one main direction supported by two helpful skills.
we can even turn this idea into a simple 90-day plan.
For the next 90 days, choose one main track that you will study deeply.
Choose one supporting skill that you will improve.
Choose one bridge activity that you will practice regularly.
The most important thing is commitment.
You do not need to be perfect.
You only need to be consistent,
Allow yourself to stay curious.
but also remain focused.
Be versatile. But avoid becoming chaotic.
And if you feel confused again in the future, remember something important.
You are not the only person standing at that life buffet with a strange plate of choices.
Many people feel confused while trying to choose the best direction.
All of us are slowly learning how to make better decisions.
One small step at a time.
And remember, having many interests is not a problem.
In fact, it is a sign of potential.
Your task now is to give that potential a clear direction.
Even if that direction lasts only for the next 90 days.
When you do that, both your English and your career can grow together.
Now we will slow down the conversation a little.
We are moving to a new section called the Word Tour.
In this part, we will review 10 useful words and phrases from today's discussion.
These words are especially helpful for people with many interests and modern careers.
We will explain each word clearly,
We will give simple examples.
and then we will say the word slowly so you can repeat after us.
You can even close your eyes and listen carefully.
You can repeat the words quietly and practice your pronunciation.
There is no pressure, just calm and steady practice.
Our first word is uncertainty.
Uncertainty is the feeling you experience when you are not sure about the future.
The future looks unclear or blurry.
Because of that, you may feel hesitant about making decisions.
For example, someone might say there is a lot of uncertainty about the future of jobs because of AI technology.
Another example could be that during times of uncertainty, it is important to continue learning new skills.
Now, let us repeat the word together. Uncertainty.
One more time.
Uncertainty.
Now, let us move to the next phrase.
The phrase is, spread yourself too thin.
This phrase means trying to do too many things at the same time.
When that happens, none of those activities receives your best energy.
For example, someone might say that they tried to learn 5 different skills in 1 year.
And because of that, they spread themselves too thin.
Another example might be that when you spread yourself too thin, you feel very busy.
But even though you're busy, you may not see real progress in any area.
Now, let's continue our word tour and practice the next useful phrase together.
The phrase is, spread yourself too thin.
When we say spread yourself too thin, we mean trying to do too many things at the same time.
When that happens, your time and energy become divided between many tasks.
Because of that, none of those tasks receive your full attention or your best effort.
For example, someone might say, this year I tried to learn 5 different skills at the same time.
And then they realized that they spread themselves too thin and could not focus properly.
Another example could be, if you spread yourself too thin, you will feel very busy every day.
But even though you are busy, you may not see real progress in any area.
Now, let us repeat the phrase together for pronunciation practice.
Spread yourself too thin.
One more time.
Spread yourself too thin.
Slowly and clearly.
Spread yourself too thin.
Now, let us move to our third word, which is generalist.
A generalist is a person who understands many different areas instead of focusing on only one tiny specialty.
A generalist might not be extremely deep in every field.
But they have enough knowledge to understand different topics and connect ideas together.
For example, in a startup company, being a generalist can be very valuable.
That is because startups often need people who can help in many different areas.
Another example might be someone who understands marketing, product design, and business strategy.
In that case, we could say that person is a generalist.
Now, let us repeat the word together. Generalist.
One more time.
Generalist.
Slowly.
Generalist.
Now we move to the next word, which is versatile.
The word versatile describes someone who can perform many different kinds of tasks.
A versatile person can adapt easily when the situation changes.
They're flexible and open to learning new skills.
For example, someone might say he's a versatile employee who can help with coding, testing, and technical support.
Another example could be being versatile makes it easier to work with many different teams.
Now repeat the word with us.
Versatile,
One more time.
versatile,
Slowly and clearly.
versatile.
Our fifth word today is specialize.
To specialize means to focus deeply on one area and become very strong in that specific skill.
When you specialize, people begin to trust you for that particular expertise.
For example, someone might say, after trying many different fields, I decided to specialize in data analysis.
Another example could be she tried several careers before choosing to specialize in UX design.
Now, let us repeat the word together. Specialize,
One more time.
specialize,
Slowly.
specialize.
Now we move to our next phrase, which is a very common English idiom.
The phrase is, put all your eggs in one basket.
This expression means depending on only one option or opportunity. If that single option fails, you may lose everything.
For example, someone might say, it is risky to put all your eggs in one basket by depending on only one client.
Another example could be, I do not want to put all my eggs in one basket, so I am creating more than one source of income.
Let's repeat the phrase together.
Put all your eggs in one basket.
One more time.
Put all your eggs in one basket.
Slowly.
Put all your eggs in one basket.
Our seventh phrase today is wear many hats.
When someone wears many hats, it means they have many different roles or responsibilities.
Sometimes those roles happen at the same time.
For example, in a small company, one person may need to do many different jobs.
In that situation, we say that person wears many hats.
Another example could be, she wears many hats as a teacher, mentor, and content creator.
Now repeat the phrase with us.
Wear many hats.
One more time.
Wear many hats.
Slowly.
Wear many hats.
The next word is leverage.
To leverage something means to use what you already have in order to gain an advantage.
It means using your experience, skills, or resources in a smart way.
For example, someone might say, he wants to leverage his teaching experience to move into professional training and coaching.
Another example could be, you can leverage your English skills to find better opportunities online.
Now repeat the word together.
Leverage.
One more time.
Leverage.
Slowly.
Leverage.
Now we move to our ninth phrase.
The phrase is career pivot.
A career pivot means making a planned change in your career direction.
You are not starting from zero.
Instead, you are using your past skills in a new and different way.
For example, someone might say, after several years working in sales, she made a career pivot into product management.
Another example could be, he used online courses and small projects to prepare for his career pivot.
Now repeat the phrase with us.
Career pivot.
One more time.
Career pivot.
Slowly.
Career pivot.
And now we arrive at our final word for today.
The last word is commitment.
Commitment means deciding to stay with a goal or path long enough to achieve real results.
Even when the journey becomes difficult or boring.
For example, someone might say, without commitment, even the best plan will fail.
Another example could be, her daily practice shows strong commitment to improving her English.
Now repeat the word together.
Commitment.
One more time.
Commitment.
Slowly.
Commitment.
That completes our word tour for today.
If you can use even 3 or 4 of these words when talking about your own journey, that is already a great step forward.
It means you are beginning to think and speak like a B2 level English learner with a clear career mindset.
Remember, you do not need to memorize everything in one day.
You can come back and listen to this word tour again later.
Each time you listen, repeat the words and practice the pronunciation slowly.
Little by little, your English will become clearer and more natural.
Today's conversation was not only about careers.
It was also about learning how to think about your many interests in a smarter and calmer way.
Remember the simple system we talked about earlier: 1 main track and 2 supporting peaks.
Your main track is the skill you want to develop deeply.
Your supporting peaks are the extra skills that strengthen and connect your main track.
And you can turn this idea into a simple 90-day experiment.
Try focusing on your main track and 2 supporting skills for the next 90 days.
If you want to practice English right now, you can write a comment.
In your comment, describe your main track and your 2 supporting peaks. Try to use some of the words from our word tour if possible.
We truly enjoy reading how you describe your journey and your goals.
Your comments also help other learners discover new ideas for their own paths.
If this episode helped you today, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, or share it with a friend.
Maybe you know someone who also has many interests and feels a little confused about their direction.
Sharing this episode might help them think more clearly about their future.
Now it is time for us to say goodbye for today.
Thank you for learning English with us.
This is Emma.
And this is Jack.
And you have been listening to Talk EMA.
See you in the next episode. Bye.